What up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy UFC 288. Let's fucking go. Holy smokes. What a card we got today. We got a lot to talk about. Man. A lot going on, too, in Strike this week for sure. We definitely have a lot to talk about for sure. Got everybody popping in here. Nice to see some of the homies popping in. Glad to have everybody here with us today. Pretty excited about the fights. I mean, that co-main, man. Oh, shit. If you don't know who I'm riding with, you see the wall behind me. You can see my shirt. See what that says right there. We taking that, baby. We taking that belt, baby. So, yeah. I did have an open invite on this show today. I want to have some people on, especially when we start talking about what's been going on with the packs, the pack drop, the moments hitting the marketplace, all that other good stuff. So if you aren't in my Discord, you can find it via, my Discord profile. There's a link there. Pop in. There's a link to get into the stream if you want to hop in when I'm talking about any of the topics today. I know I didn't really get too many people wanting to jump on, but I did have a few. So ideally, I'd like to have like a set four or five folks maybe on here at once. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way. But I would like to have, maybe we could do a little roulette style, have somebody pop in, pop out, and then maybe another person pop in, pop out, depending on, depending on if anybody even comes on. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll just do a solo, as always, but ain't a problem. So let me take a look at the comments. Alrighty. We got a couple trolls in here. Love that. This is Reels at the fight, dude. I'm so jealous, bro. But they were at the weigh-ins yesterday. Press conference. Got some cool pictures in the UFC 288 chat in the UFC Strike Discord. If you haven't seen that, check it out. A couple Strike homies were, they met a couple fighters. Some pretty cool pictures they got in there. So, but yeah, let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Zaddy the Baddie, dude. Zaddy the Baddie. They met Zaddy the Baddie for sure. What's up, Alex? Based on, so I have everybody seen the pick'ems that I'm doing this week, so I'm giving away some cards. But for the stream today, you guys you think cards or strike moments? I could do like one big strike moment for the whole show, or maybe we could do a couple random card giveys. What do you guys think? Hey, yes, sir. I hope you guys have a good time at the fights, bro. It should be some bangers. Man, it's gonna be electric in there for sure, especially when that main event starts. You guys should have a good time. Looking forward to hearing the stories for sure. So, all right, let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into it. Here we go. The first thing that I did want to talk about today was this pack drop, ladies and gentlemen. Queue is still open. Let's see how many we got left. 1566 out of 4,250 packs available. So the packs did go on sale last week, Tuesday. There were 4,250 packs total available at a price point of $69. Strike moment. Okay, for sure. I got you guys. All right, so first giveaway, let me get that up and running here. Bear with me 1 second, y'all, and I'll tell you what to do. So, yeah. All right. There you go. 288 in the chat. 288 in the chat. Go ahead and type 288 in the chat to go ahead and enter for a Bilal Muhammad fandom. You need that bad boy for the challenge this week. So 288 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, and we will get it going. 288 in the chat. So that's a biggie. I'll run that at the end of the show. We'll get a winner. Just make sure you have, and I have the little ticker running for the rest of the show, just so you guys know what to do in case anybody pops in later. So back to the packs. All right, so we had a bunch of new moments for these packs come out. I believe it was 6 challengers and 2 new contenders, right? So you were guaranteed the 2 contenders and 1 of the challengers or a McGregor champion at $69. So we talked about the packs last week. And I personally did say, and I'm pretty confident I was pretty close on my pricing on how some of these moments kind of turned out. I pretty much was like everybody's pretty much going to be 20 to $30 out of all those challengers. And they kind of ended up around there or lower. But it was a pretty interesting situation. There was a few of us that did think that the packs were maybe a little bit overpriced. There were still a lot of, there's a lot of them sold. So we're almost at 3,000, almost like 200 off of 3,000 sold. So it's a pretty good amount sold for sure. But in my personal opinion, based on my years of service as a collector on the platforms and in the Dapper ecosystem, you want every pack to sell out, right? That's obviously the goal here. I know Rob did say that, maybe the intention was to kind of have this rolling for new users or whatnot. But yeah, I think that that definitely could have been the pivot point for sure. The pivot point for sure in regards to what transpired or how many packs actually sold out the first 2 days. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. And I was just kind of looking at the marketplace as a whole, right? A lot of things are down. Because there's just been a lot of stuff introduced to the marketplace, I think, in a very short amount of time, right? And we're a pretty small user base. So obviously when new moments are released, people want to either collect the new moments, if they're missing a couple things, right? So like I'm missing some of these new challengers that came out. Previously I had the challenger set, but now in order to complete it, I gotta spend some money. So people are listing their dupes, right? And I don't know if anybody read, if you haven't read it already, Rob posted a very long post in the announcements page. And it had some very good information, some good, kind of like understanding about what's going on in the background on some things. But overall, he did talk about like macro level stuff with like the ACH and like having people, it's harder for people to get money in and out of Dapper right now. Thinks maybe that could have played a factor with people listing their dupes first instead of just depositing their money right away. Kind of, sort of, yeah. That's part of it, I think. But honestly, it's really, to be honest with you, it's just the amount, the sheer volume of moments that were pretty much, dropped on us in the last month and a half. That really is taking its toll on the marketplace, in my opinion. And I did some math, right? And I was just looking here. So we actually have 96 total contender moments on the UFC Strike platform. Okay, 96. There are 96 contenders, ranging from, whatever, 5K mint to 24K mint. We have 71 challengers, guys. And if you count the challengers and the fandoms together, we got 34 fandoms. That's 105 challengers and fandoms versus 96 contenders. So I'm trying to understand the logic here on why we have more fandoms and challengers than contenders on the platform. And I know for certain, I mean, just looking at some of these challengers, some of these guys suck. Some of these girls suck. And they probably didn't deserve one or don't need one. And sure, some of them were released prior to the team, but we just been flooded and flooded with challengers and fandoms. Like, where's the contenders at, bro? Like, there's a bunch of names here that could have been flopped to a contender. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Every challenge reward is definitely a fandom. Absolutely. But we got released 12 challengers in the last, 9 pride challengers, 8 pride challengers, 8 pride challengers, and 6 of these new ones. So that's 14. 14 in a month. And 2 new contenders only. Yeah, I mean, partially, but not if you release, the contenders they're releasing now are like 5K mints, bro. Those aren't going to be $1. You know what I'm saying? Those aren't going to be $1. Live support, yes. Strike has another series 2-pack drop. Yeah. You just got to switch those numbers around. Series 1 drop, and then, series 2 in July for sure. But yeah, there's another pack drop coming, guys. There's another pack drop coming. Way too many. Yeah, I agree. I just think there's just a challenger's not really that. It's not really that rare anymore, is it, guys? Like, I don't know. Is that just my thought process here? Because there's 105 or 71 exact challengers, 71 exact challengers versus 96 contenders. So, like, are challengers even that rare? What's so rare about them? Why are we releasing them left and right? Like, a rare moment should be rare. You know what I'm saying? Has that title for a reason. Just seems like they're losing their rarity, in my opinion. And I think, people are just not valuing the challenger anymore either as strong as they did before, just because how many they're out. And, it's so much more difficult to keep up with the set now because of how many different challengers are being released. Like, people aren't really too thrilled about it based on some of the conversations that I had with people in the community. Yes. That's how a lot of them feel. I agree. Need to figure out other rewards like Dapper Credit or something physical that people, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And I try and mix it up in my Discord, but yeah, I think people would be very receptive to, like, autograph merch or, yeah, definitely. So there's definitely, there's a lot of things at play here, right? A lot of things at play here. Set rewards are a big thing. I know we all gripe about it. We're all holding sets. We all have the challenger set, contender set. Some people got all the champs, you know what I'm saying, which is absolutely crazy. And these guys aren't really getting taken care of. So, or at least like getting something, bro, something. Just for, holding that down. That's pretty good achievement, you know what I'm saying? I need to search on. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying, man. Some of them aren't that good, bro. some of these moments. Like, yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild, to be honest with you. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. There's got to be a reason, right? There's got to be a reason why we're getting all these rare challenger moments, bro. I just hope that they're like, really required in the game or something along those lines. But yeah, it's just like when you don't know what's going on and you just look at what's happening and moments being released, you just start to speculate about, why are they doing this? What's the reason why they're doing this? And personally, I'm just hoping that like there's some kind of crazy utility when that game drops that gives people that are holding like sets, people that are holding champ moments or in the champ club with a strike moment or something, some kind of like, boost in the game, because the platform absolutely needs some sort of underlying engagement. I posted a long time ago, like 6 months ago or something, about maybe doing like a strike score, having a leaderboard for weight classes, champ count leaderboard. There's a bunch of different ideas they can do. And then at the end of every month, we take a look at that leaderboard, and whoever's the top 15%, top 10%, gets a signed glove from a welterweight fighter or a signed shirt from a heavyweight fighter if you're in that weight class top collector. There's a bunch of different things that we can do, as well as, yeah, dude, I got 300 plus burn moments, which is bigger than some people's collections, right? I've burned a shitload of moments, and a burn leaderboard would be cool. Maybe people that burned, if you're on the top 15% of the burn leaderboard, you get a pass on the next burn challenge or something, different things to add utility to the platform without just having to strictly, rely on weekly challenges. Because the weekly challenges, man, if you do them right, they're great, but the last few have been absolutely lackluster. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it here. It was absolutely, I was pretty disappointed, very disappointed with the challenge this week. Just because we haven't had a pay-per-view in like 3 weeks. And it was like, we've been begging for like a hard tier, bro. We've been begging for a hard tier. Give us something extra. Like, I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't have mind, having to do something a little bit extra or holding every single one of those moments, and you get a pack, or you get like, something random, just something extra, bro, for a hard, or just, it's just it's a nod to the collectors for holding all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Burns got passed on twice. Don't even talk to me about Bilal. Bilal's fandom, when that moment dropped on the platform, I'm a big fan. So obviously I started piling those into my collection. First time he ever gets used in a challenge, and they have him next to a $10 completion. So it's either him or a $10 completion, which absolutely, like, what's the point? What's the point of stacking, bro? There's no point in stacking, which is why people are dumping their moments and their dupes and trading their dupes for other stuff that they might want. So, yeah, dude, it's just, I'm not sure. Sure, we don't have that many active users. If they did a really, really, really hard challenge, it could potentially, throw like the whole Chimaev bottleneck all the way. Like, it's it would be a little effed up, if Chimmy was the bottleneck for the entire series until like the last 2 weeks, and then we get like one bottleneck hard ass challenge, and then it's like 200 mint and Chimmy's toast right before the season ends. I think that's what they're kind of trying to prevent, which is why I think it's okay. It's okay to do that. Perfectly fine to do that. But give us a hard challenge with multiple completions, or design it so people that have multiple champs, or you could get the numbers right, bro. If you throw the right moments in there, you do the right research and stuff, you could definitely find the right challenge to get you something like in the 400 range. You know what I'm saying? 400, 500 range. That is worth more than a retired fighter, or somebody who's not even fighting this week, or other stuff that we've had in the past. But we'll see. I don't know if anybody else has any comments here, but the pack drop itself, personally, I mean, I went in there, I got a couple. I did not get any dupes. I got 3. I hit Pavlovich in my last pack. I hit Lerone Murphy in my first pack. And then I hit, who did I hit in the second one? Sandhagen. Yeah, I hit Sandhagen in my second pack. So, and then I had to trade for the rest of them. So, yeah, no McGregors. There's probably, let's take a look at that real quick. How many McGregors we got left? He's up there right now, but 30. So there's still a good amount, like 10, 15 left in packs. And then who knows when those others are going to be released. We shall see. Damn, some big L's in the chat here. Yeah, they did have some good challenges, bro. Like, there was a couple hard ones that came through. Yeah, who's Lerone Murphy? Yeah, dude, he's an up and comer, but yeah, definitely not a challenger. I don't even think he's ranked yet, or if he is ranked, he probably just hit like the teens, maybe like 15-ish. Honestly, I don't even think he might not even be ranked. But he's an up and comer. But yeah, it's a couple names I would have switched out for sure in those packs. I did discuss that last week with like Izzy having another moment that he probably didn't need in the challenger. But I get it. They were going for name recognition. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see when these bad boys sell out. We'll see when the people holding all their packs finally rip them. And yeah, we'll see for sure. For sure. They can do easy challenges for new contender and vote for the fight of the night. This week's challenge is like that, but the reward is a fandom. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Like, where's the contenders, bro? These fandoms and challengers aren't really that rare or desirable anymore. They're a dime a dozen, right? They're a dime a dozen. 100 plus of them on the marketplace with a bunch of fighters that are good, a bunch of fighters that aren't that good. Everybody gets one. Anybody can get one. We got to tighten that shit up, in my opinion. We got to tighten that shit up. You boys fired up. These fights are going to be crazy. But yeah, these McGregors, personally, I think they'll be coming out. I think sooner than later, guys. Personally, I'll just have a hunch. I have a hunch with like the Ultimate Fighter coming up. I could see them maybe like doing some marketing around these packs, maybe for the Ultimate Fighter, which starts May 30th. Tune into that. We got a couple all-stars fighting there. The man himself. There's our captains. Our captains of the Ultimate Fighter, coaches. We need a burn that could take from the Eagles. Massive burn. Yeah. But here's the thing on the burn. I think a massive burn will come when the game starts, personally. I think we're going to have to use contenders to burn some shit in the game or something. There's going to be a massive burn for something, I think, around the game, in my opinion. It's just pure speculation. I don't know anything on the inside, but something's got to make sense, bro. But maybe we're going to be burning challengers and fandoms, dude, because there's fucking more of them than there is contenders at this point. I have no idea. 13 counters left in 1,563 packs. There's no reason to buy a pack at the same 69 price point for, a less chance of odds, 0.83% instead of 1%. You're absolutely correct. And who knows how many are sitting in somebody's wallet that aren't opened either. So we'll see. We'll see. They'll do a challenge to own most of these new challengers to inflate the prices and sell more packs. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely something they could do, bro. Definitely something they could do in 2 weeks after that 14-day grace period. Maybe around International Fight Week. A lot of these guys have fought in International Fight Week, if you think about it, or even sooner. But who knows? Yeah, we'll see. But at this point, we got more challengers and fandoms than we have contenders. So shit, we might have to burn those. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me. I would think we'd be at 150, 125 contenders to 50 challengers, 35 fandoms or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Khabib was a $10 pack for sure. And I think they could have restructured this pack a little bit better as well if they wanted to keep the same $69 price point. You could have thrown in another challenger out of the new ones that are coming out. And from there, you definitely could have thrown in a new challenger that's coming out. And from there, work the numbers a little bit different, because then, if you threw another moment in there out of the challengers, you could have reduced the pack amounts too. So they could have put 2 challengers in there instead of 1, 2 new contenders, and whatever other filler they wanted to put in there. The packs probably could have dropped by maybe from 4,250 to maybe 3,000-ish something, maybe, or a little bit lower than that. And probably could have sold out. And people wouldn't have been getting, as fucked on the marketplace as they were when they bought all those packs. So, yeah, it's a tough call. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, guys. Grace period is up to their discretion purely with them, allowing Aljo to be used in this week's challenge. Well, Aljo's been out for a while, though. And that grace period is only for moments released in packs. Aljo was a challenge reward. What we got here? Oh, man. Shit. You're toast, buddy. Yeah, I would say try your mom's card, brother. Try your mom's card and keep hitting that slot machine. Oh, man. Oh, man. But yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. The rewards haven't been that great. They have been coming out. I'll show you guys some of those. We're done with this. Don't forget, type 288 in the chat. You get a Bilal Muhammad fandom at the end of the show. We'll run the giveaway. So Max was released this week. Bang! $14. Minted out at 760, a shitload of dupes. Went to the marketplace, ladies and gentlemen, and then it's a race to the bottom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't even feel like talking about this one. On to the next. Ream, $23. Ream, $22. So yeah, 568, 20 bucks. This one was what we completed for last week. Has no pride attachment to it whatsoever. It's a Series 1 fandom, but we needed all pride moments. Even at 568 mint, 20 bucks. Retired dude, not connected to a set. Another wasted opportunity here, in my opinion. Could have been something different. Could have at least put him in the pride set, but yeah. Yes, sir. If they were going to do a random fandom, that rhymes. Haha. But yeah, if they were going to do a random fandom, dude. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been multi-completing myself. I've just, and I can't really sell my stuff because everything's tanking, right? So I'm just fucking staying pat. If anybody needs help with the multi-completion, give them anything extra I got. But yeah, dude, there's, like I said 2 weeks ago, there's absolutely no money to be made in those multi-completions. The only thing is if you're trying to chase a high serial, that's the only chance you got. But even the serial lottery, I don't know about y'all, but I've been on this platform. I have been on this platform from day one and have participated in almost every single challenge. I have never pulled a single digit fandom, challenge, reward, anything. Never. Not once. So my serial lottery luck fucking sucks. So I don't multi-complete that shit. And that way I keep the mins lower for you guys at least. Fuck. But yeah, for new users that are coming in, it's hard to, market a losing pack to a new user. It's hard to market losing rewards to a new user. But yeah, something's gotta switch up. Something's gotta change. B Diddy J. Nah, bruh. Fuck nah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Reem. It could have been something different, y'all. Wagby. Yeah, I guess so. I was hoping for a McGregor champ because I didn't fucking pull any champs either my entire career. But it would have been nice. Haha, at least you got one, brother. It's glad to know they're out there, man. But you got it from a pack. But not a pack is different. Like I'm talking about those challenge rewards, serials, lottery shit, multi-completes. I'm good. On to the next. Don't forget, type 288 in the chat for the Bilal fandom. We got 25 people in there. Go ahead and type it 288 in the chat if you haven't already. Done with the Ream. I'm out. Peace, Ream. All right, we got a couple challenges this week to talk about. Not thrilled about these lackluster challenges either, as I have been one of the main people campaigning for a harder or difficult tier added to these challenges. We haven't had a pay-per-view in a while. Last week, I had wrapped up the show hoping to God that we had a good, difficult challenge this week. But, unfortunately, it's pretty easy. We have a fan vote challenge that only features voting on the prelims, I believe, just because we have a lot of the main event fighters that already have moments, fandoms, etc. So they will not be able to get additional fandoms or moments here. For this challenge, you had to burn one moment and collect 3 moments. So if you have the contender set, you would only have to burn one of these 4 individuals, and you would qualify for the challenge. You get 1 moment. Every one that you burn, you get an additional one. But you do need to have at least 3 in your wallet when the challenge ends. So every completion, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 3 and 1. Burn 3, hold, or burn 1, hold 3. Burn 1, hold 3. Burn 1, hold 3. So this could get out of hand, especially for people that have stacks and stacks and stacks of contenders. Yeah. So this one's going to be pretty high, in my opinion, and it's a fan vote based on the fights, how they go. This fight was canceled. They should probably get that one taken off there. But yeah, this fight was canceled, so we are down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights. Zaddy the Baddie's fight got canceled, so got 8 fights to choose from based on, once the fights end, they'll give us a list or whatever of who we can choose. If you have the completion done, you get the email to vote. Let's see what we got here. Dober. Autocomplete 8. I think they're too worried about creating a new bottleneck with the hard challenge, which is why they're not going to get one unless it's just for a pack. Which is fine, bro. But give us a fucking pack. Give us something. It's better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's better than, like, at least, give these moments some fucking utility, bro. Especially like Burns, dude. It's like the second most expensive challenger. People are holding this moment, and now they're not, dude. They're dumping because people are pissed. People are pissed because they're not utilizing these moments that are very very pricey in the marketplace. And at least give us something, dude. Whether it's a pack, whether it's another poster, Pride poster, Dojo poster, whatever, something. It would be nice to get something additional for holding. Like, let's take a look at this next challenge, because this one's just too easy. Next challenge. So you have 2 options here in part 1 to burn any 5 Series 1 contenders, which is about $10, or collect 1 Belal Muhammad fandom. That's part 1. Part 2, you can collect these 4 challengers: Henry, Dan Hendo, Dan Cormier, or Ronda Rousey, or 1 Gilbert Burns challenger. So this one, like, got your champ pass as Aljamain Sterling. Easy hard mode here. Easy hard mode. Super easy. If just add it right to the bottom. Hard mode. Or bonus reward. If you hold Belal Muhammad, Henry Cejudo, Dan Henderson, Daniel Cormier, Ronda Rousey, and Gilbert Burns, and did the burn aspect, you also get an additional X. What's so hard about that? What's so hard about that? Please. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I don't think it's that difficult. You throw another pack in there, I mean, if you think about it, especially here, Gilbert Burns is a 398 mint count moment. You only really have to worry about 400 maybe rewards max. I'm sure there's a couple packs they have more of 400, 500 of. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little something, a little nod to the people that are holding all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because essentially, like right now with this either or stuff, it's like, what's the point of holding? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so sounds good to me. All right, that would have been smart. Yeah, like it's super easy. It's super easy, which is why it's mind-boggling to me. Why? I mean, I'm just a little ticked off about it just because I've been like hard tier. Literally, I've been fucking preaching this shit the last month. We need a harder tier. Haven't had a pay-per-view in 3 weeks. It's okay. We'll get a hard one soon. I hope. And then we get hit with this super easy shit. And but yeah, I really would have liked them to add an additional aspect to this one. For sure. But we'll see, man. Everybody's been dropping the feedback. Everybody's been posting in the Discord about how they feel about the challenges, the drop. So I have confidence that they will listen to our feedback, and hopefully going forward, we'll start seeing some immediate changes, because we did. I'll be honest with you. I think we lost a few users. We lost more users this week than we gained. Absolutely 100% facts. So we have to start, doing stuff not only for, new users, but also keeping your existing user base engaged. How many of you guys can safely refer somebody to get into Strike right now? You know what I'm saying? Go buy a pack. Bro, you can't. It's too tough right now. My brother just got, what's up, RRX? My brother just got in here, started collecting. He's getting burned, dude. He's getting fucking burned. And he's a new collector, bro. Doesn't have a huge amount of moments. Been trying to complete challenges. He did the max, got burned. So it's kind of tough. It's really tough for new users, man. He bought some packs, got burned on those. So it's tough. I just think they need to. And honestly, with Series 0, Series 1 being a whole mix and match of fucking this old team, new team, sure, I'm sure there's a lot of shit going on in the back, bunch of shit that we don't know, bunch of shit that was created before that had no rhyme or reason. But yeah, you got to start taking care of the people who've been holding this place up from the ground, G. People that have been holding Strike up on their back, because it's getting real. It's getting real. And I know that Series 1 is coming to an end, and maybe they're just trying to get past the finish line, because when Series 2 starts, it's going to be all Rob's team, all Rob's stamp on everything, and the team stamp on everything. So they'll be able to maybe manipulate things a little bit better for us. But based on how some of these recent challenges have been coming out, something's got to give, brother. Something's got to give, and it's got to give quick, because people are losing their patience. So that's where I'll leave it at that. On the marketplace, get a little stretch in here. 288 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. 288 in the chat. Bilal Muhammad fandom. Drinking my Red Bull. And you could say that's funny. Yeah, 288 in the chat. We'll get to the next topic here. So that's pretty much all I wanted to discuss. on the pack drop, on the platform, what's been going on, my thoughts, what I'd like to see happen, hopefully in the near future, and just a little tweak, bro. Just a little tiny tweak to the challenge makes it completely different. If you just add just a little tiny tweak, adding a little hard mode or just a little bonus, that's all you need to do. So going to be another high mint. I mean, probably like 5 to 6, 700 range. The other one's probably going to be closer to 1,000, in my opinion, just because of all the multi-completes that we'll have. But these two challenges aren't probably going to net anything very, very valuable in the marketplace. We get another Henry moment. He already has one. Let's give him another. So, yeah. On to the next thing, which is the most exciting part of the week. Bang! This card is insane. I don't know about y'all, but this bad boy is going to be nasty. This fight is going to be sick. Can't wait to watch. I got some bangers on here. Absolute bangers. Absolute bangers. Don't forget, 288 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. 288 in the chat to enter for the giveaway. We're going to talk about this fight card. And then we're going to wrap it up. 288 in the chat. So, some good fights here, though. I'm gonna start early prelims. No, not early prelims. We'll do prelims up. Right. We got Marina versus Verna. I think Marina got speed. She's got better hands. And I think she takes this one easily with her size advantage. And she's a beast, kind of pretty well-rounded everywhere. I think she takes it. Go on to the next one. We got Chaos Williams versus Rolando Bedoya. This guy's making his UFC debut out of Peru. We got no stats on homie. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing on the dude. UFC debut. I'm going to have to go with Chaos Williams. Yeah, dude. There are some hilarious looking people on this card. Hilarious looking people on this card. We got Bedoya is going to get killed. All right. Next one. We got Kennedy versus Devin Clark. Kennedy obviously is fucking huge. For his division and light heavyweight, 6'5". Dude's got reach like John Jones. He's an absolute monster. And younger, up-and-comer. He's had a good last fight. I think he gets this one taken care of relatively quickly with his size advantage over Devin Clark. This one should end early, in my opinion. This fight is going to be absolutely fucking bananas. All right, guys? This fight is going to be absolutely bananas. These guys throw fucking heat all fight. They got gas. And, dude, this is going to be a swinging, banging fight. I think they got Dober as the favorite here. But yeah, dude, Frivola cracks. Steamroller cracks, dude. He cracks. So we've seen him like lay out. He was fighting. Who did he fight? I think he fought in Abu Dhabi last. And he was a big underdog too and starched the guy. Starched him. Put his ass out cold. So I wouldn't be surprised if Steamroller does it again. Dober's awesome too, but I don't know, man. I'm rolling with Steamroller. He's got his whole team there with him. He trains with Aljo and Marab and those guys. I think he'll get it done. I think he'll surprise some people and catch Dober, knock him out. All right. We got Kron Gracie versus Charles Jourdain. I don't know if y'all seen, but I was like, why is this guy? If y'all see him at the press conference and stuff, man, this guy was dressed like a bum. I was like, dude looks like he just rolled out of a trash can, bro. It's like, fuck, they want me here? Okay, cool. He was like not into media at all. He actually got into it with Cejudo. I don't know if you guys saw that shit when they were signing the posters on Embedded. Like Cejudo was just like joking around and talking shit, and this guy like got up. He's like, "Let me know when he's done," and he walked away and shit. It was pretty hilarious. It was pretty hilarious. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Kron's got it in him, dude. I mean, he's a pretty heavy grappler. He tries to get the fight immediately to the ground. Jourdain, he's got some good striking, some good kicks. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. I think Jourdain could probably crack him, dude. Could probably crack him with something. Knock him silly, maybe. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Oh, man. This guy, God bless him. Diego Lopez, bro. Came in on short notice to fight a fucking beast. Came in on short notice to fight a beast. Movzar is no joke. Undefeated, 16-0, featherweight. Sick grappling. He's the biggest favorite on the card, I believe, today. This guy is very good at jiu-jitsu. So there's always a threat of the sub here. But, I mean, short notice is tough, bro. Short notice is tough. And I think Movzar takes care of business. I think Movzar takes care of business. What do we got? Frivola. Yeah, that's our hope, man. Big KO. That's our hope, a big KO. Movzar. Andrade versus Yan Zhao Yan. So this should be a good one, bro. A lot of people are favoriting Andrade here, but Yan's pretty good striking, dude. And she's got the size. She's got the reach. If she's pretty quick too. If she can stick and move and not like let Andrade make it like a dirty boxing fight or clinch or anything like that. If she, picks her shots, stays on the outside range, I think she could get it done, bro. I think she could get it done and shock a lot of people. She does have a lot of size, definitely on the height and the kicks for sure. So I think this should be a really good one. And I think Yan will take it. You guys already know. You guys already know. You guys already know who we got here. You already know. Already know. Already know. Already know. Nah, we ain't rolling with Brazil. Nah, bruh. It's going to be a good fight, guys. This one is going to be a really good fight. It's going to be a really good fight. These guys are matched up evenly. Bilal's a little bit bigger. Bilal has some of the best takedown defense in the entire UFC. So I anticipate them maybe having a bit of a striking battle here, guys. It is a toss-up, pretty close on the odds. Bilal is a slight underdog. But, yeah, man. I think Burns only don't need him in his corner, bruh. He's got him on the text, baby. He's got him on the FaceTime, dude. No, I'm definitely not going Burns. Burns has a shot. Okay, Burns is a good fighter, bro. Especially with the afro. Afro Burns ain't no fucking joke. But I will tell you, Bilal has only been finished once in his entire career. That was very, very early in his career as well. Has not been finished since. Has fought some of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners, some of the best strikers in the world. And Burns is not fighting exactly. Last few fights, Burns has fought 38, 40-year-old dudes. He's not fighting a 38, 40-year-old dude. And as long as this fight goes on, second round, third round, it just swings in favor of Bilal. And I think Bilal's gonna do something crazy, y'all. I think he might do something crazy, y'all. And yeah, I think Bilal gets it done. And then gets that shot next, baby. Hello? Yeah, I watched that fight. I watched Chimaev just run into a guy with his hands down with no defense up, thinking he could just walk through anybody in the world. But some people crack back, dude. Chimaev was not defending anything that fight, dude. Raw, watch it back, dude. He was just walking the dude down like he can't do shit to him. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Yeah, definitely his toughest fight for sure. But who else has Khamzat fought? He hasn't fought anybody else in the upper five of any division, bro. He hasn't. Burns was the hardest guy he fought. Yes, he did. He did. He did indeed. Now, hard pass on that. Exactly. And then, like, Burns couldn't even finish 38-year-old George Masvidal. Come on. He had 5 rounds to finish George. Couldn't do it. Or was it 3? I don't remember. I think it was 5. Wasn't it? No, it was 3. It was 3. But yeah, he couldn't even finish George. He's a little bit smaller, too, in this matchup. He definitely cracks, bro. He definitely cracks. Burns is good, man. He's a great fighter. But yeah, I think once Bilal had that camp in Abu Dhabi with Khabib, just unlocked his next level. You know what I'm saying? And I think he just overwhelms Burns. But it's probably gonna be one of the better fights of the evening in regards to how it's gonna play out and the implications of it. Last but certainly not least, our main event of the evening, Aljo versus Cejudo, man. This is crazy, bro. We talked about it a little bit last week, but there's just a lot of different, when you're trying to pick the fight, there's a few extra, there's just a few extra variables that you got to think about on this one. One mainly being that layoff for Henry. How bad has the layoff affected him? Will it affect him at all? We know he trains in his gym, trains fighters all the time. And there's always kind of training in the background, you know what I'm saying? On paper, you would think he has the speed advantage in the hands and the striking versus Aljo. But Aljo has definitely got the size, big time on Henry. But But sometimes that doesn't necessarily, especially when you're talking about wrestling and Henry having the lower center of gravity here, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Aljo to get him to the ground. And obviously his Olympic wrestling pedigree. I'm not sure. I don't think this fight's going to be on the ground too much. I honestly think most of their grappling and wrestling will negate each other, and they will end up having to stand in this fight for the most part. And if we're going to have a standing battle, I think it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. I think Henry's more explosive as a striker. Yeah, 5'4" is mad. Sure. Yeah, it's a very hard fight to predict. Yeah, it's hard to go against a guy who has been – he never really lost. You got Aljo. Rob should have the belt. He'll probably get it soon enough, man. If Aljo loses, bro, it's gonna be Marab versus Henry right off the rip, or Sean O'Malley versus Henry. But Marab's definitely gonna get a crack at it, like next or within the next fight. Div 3 versus Olympic gold. He's done. Yeah, I mean, but they're not just wrestling. So you got, Muay Thai, clinch. You got all different kind of aspects of grappling involved here. But you got to remember, Aljo's got size. So he's going to try and bully Henry. If Henry's wrestling pedigree holds up here, and he negates Aljo's attempts to try and take him down, I think we could see a stand-up fight here. And based on his fight IQ, I think if it's a stand-up fight, I think Henry's just more explosive on the feet, and I think he could get it done. That's why I think I'm going with Cejudo as well. And then Aljo will go up a weight class. And then Marab will probably get his name in the hat here to try and get a fight with Henry. But we'll see, man. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. We've seen crazier shit happen, but just my opinion. Just my opinion, everybody. On that note, I'm not sure when poker's starting, but I know it's going to be starting up pretty soon. I do have the 288 giveaway still live. Make sure you type 288 in the chat. I am going to run this here in about the next 15, 20 seconds. We'll see who won it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the show here. What do we got? What do we got in the comments? Henry got better hands. Yeah, I think he's a better striker. The size advantage might be a little bit of a problem, but he's fought bigger guys before. I think he'll be able to use his fight IQ and get it figured out. Let's see. CCC is the betting favorite right now. Yeah, odds switched over to him. 288 in the chat, y'all. All right, I'm going to run this fandom here. Belal Muhammad fandom. I will send it to whoever the winner is. Good luck. Make sure you DM me on Discord once you win this bad boy, because some of you use your government names on here. Aljo, Burns, and Cejudo for the win. Sorry, don't agree with Burns, but it's okay, Del Boy. 288 in the chat. Another 10 seconds here, guys, and I'm going to run this bad boy for Belal Muhammad fandom. All right. And here we go. Good luck. And our winner might get another completion on the challenge this week. Oh, Chris, I'm pretty sure that's Time Waster, right? Time Waster? That you? That you, Time Waster? I'm pretty sure it's Time Waster. Congrats, my buddy. Yes, let's go. I'll send it over to you when I get off here. Congrats again. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. It was a good show. We got to talk about a lot of stuff. Got to rep the man, the man. Make sure y'all tune in tonight. This shit's going to be crazy. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, I appreciate everybody hanging out. There you go. BM. Let's get it. Cheers, everybody. Should be a good night of fights. Got any questions, hit me up. I'll be around. Pick'ems. Don't forget to do them before they close. I got the cards already packaged. Everybody who wins is going to get a strike sticker too with their cards. So this is the big package. You can see the Aljo auto in the back. This is probably the second place package with the Bilal autograph in the back. And then third place gets that. And if you don't want the cards, bro, we could figure something out. I'll send a strike moment or something to you. And then if anybody doesn't want cards, I'm just going to raffle it off to maybe like the top 10 or top 15 of the pick'ems who didn't actually win something, right? So maybe first, second take something, and then third place like, I don't want cards, I want strike moment. If I got anything left over, I'm just going to raffle it to the folks. So on that note, thank you everybody for tuning in. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Good luck to Bilal. Thank you guys for hanging. Don't forget to do your pick'ems in all areas, everywhere you got to go. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Yeah, for sure. We'll be back next week. Probably some more to talk about. Fights are going to be sick. Until then, we'll see you guys later.